Okay. Jin Jian Gong from the Jin Jian Gong school, our tendon school. All right. So find your place. And let yourself settle. Feeling the sense of the word settle. How that feels in your body. How it feels in the space that you're in, your house. But also, how does it feel in the bigger space, the space that we're in this moment in time, the space that we stand on the planet? So taking a moment to feel and enter that sense of our oneness with everything, with everyone, and the integrity of our group, the field that we're creating together. Let's follow our breath for a moment. Let your breath take you within. Feel that your breath is like an internal breeze, an internal wind, and that it moves waves on the ocean in the belly. So it's feeling the sense of the symbolism of the connectedness like an ocean in the belly, in your center. And your breath like waves that gently move that ocean in the belly. And let that movement from that core and center move you a little bit in the space around you. Perhaps just slightly back and forth on your feet so that you start to open your feet. Feeling the relationship between our feet and the earth. So if the Mother Earth comes up, raises up to come right underneath our feet and we're standing, perhaps in the sand, perhaps in the grass. In this perfect place, we feel that the nerve we're opening, we're always receiving the vibrations of the earth, but we're going to tune in a little bit more to that environment that feels just nourishing, exactly what you needed today, this morning, this afternoon. And as you rock back and forth in space and feel your sense of the earth, also start to feel the air around you, like there's a texture in the air. If we were fish, that texture would be the water. But we're on land, so that texture is the air. And the air is that cushioning environment with nutrients, oxygen, breath, freshness. So connecting with the atmosphere, connecting with the air, connecting with the sky, connecting with the clouds, connecting with the sun above the clouds. Feeling an openness in the top of the head, a relaxing in the eyes and the third eye, relaxing in your throat, relaxing in your heart, and a little smile that's on the corner of your lips, in the sparkle in your eyes, and in the brightness in your heart and your spirit. It is connecting with brightness, with presence, and with the aliveness, the presence and the intelligence of everything around us. So just breathing that in, really moving into that space within us where we are more fully aware of that. And then we'll move into shaking practice. So slowly let your weight transfer to the left leg, raise your leg and place yourself at the distance that you like. Feeling a little bit of that horse stance feeling even now. And then let yourself come up on your toes with an inhale. Scoot your heels out and feel your tailbone and spine, and then come down with a cleansing breath. And do it again if you want. Give it some sound. And let it be the start to your shaking. So let's shake a little bit, freestyle. Check in with your body and let go. Check in with your body and let go of tension. Just noticing, appreciating, saying good morning, saying good afternoon, wherever you are to the body. Seeing where it feels good to move. Be sure and loosen your face. Maybe make some faces. Loosen your jaw. Relax your eyes. Let your head move a little bit gently on the spine. Move your shoulders. Let's loosen up our joints. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, hands, fingers, knuckles. Relaxing, shaking, come down into the lower joints, hips, knees, ankles, feet. Loosen them up. Our joints are our gateways to get us into a little dancing mood here. Loosening and opening. Tap through the skin and the muscles. Just feeling your external boundary of your skin. Our skin, right, the symbolism, it opens and closes appropriately. So the boundary, our boundaries that say yes and no appropriately to what's around us. The muscles that shape us and that we shape with our thoughts. So just getting into your muscles also. Always start with the face. Get the muscles and the skin and work your way down. Be sure and get muscles that are often tense for you, or characteristically tense. And you can also shake, tap, and then shake a little bit, tap some more and shake. Loosen up the muscles, especially like in your shoulders, and let tension and responsibility from the shoulders float off. Let it float down your arms. Be sure and get your back, your low back, your belly, your hips, your legs, your thighs, big muscles of the thighs, the hips. And then let's shake a little bit and just focus on skin and muscles, shaking out, loosening up through your face, right? Through your neck, through your jaw, through your eyes, through your shoulders and upper body, through your torso, through your hips, through your legs. Creating space, just feeling like we're opening, loosening, relaxing, freeing ourselves a little bit more into the moment. If thoughts come up as we release the body, sometimes thoughts come up. And just let those thoughts release. Little patterns come up, just let them float like another layer of energy. Let's work with our lungs. We'll do our organs. So now we're doing a cupping tap. Cupping with the hands over the lungs. If you like, you can make a releasing sound, which is a sustained S sound, like and you make it into your lungs. It's like you're talking to your lungs or you're singing to them. Encouraging them to let go of any fluids that are held, that are held there on the physical, of any emotional kind of tension that's held there. Sadness, grief sometimes gets caught up in the lungs. And then just see them shining out with a beautiful, radiant white light, as if the kind of light where that's like sun shining off a crystal or sun shining off snow on the top of a mountain. That's classic for the lungs. All the shadows shined away. Shaking a little bit. And then we go to our heart. So just tapping and touching in with your physical heart, with your emotional heart, and with your heart of awareness. Lots of different aspects of the heart. The sound you can sing to your heart is encouraging it to let go of any physical issues, any emotional hurts, and anything that blocks clear awareness. Things that can bring you closer and closer. We talk about our authentic, deeper self. The heart is a representative of that, of our true humanness. Color is a beautiful red, deep red color, like a red star. Moving down. Actually, before we get the organs here, let's just do a little bit of opening. We'll massage them as we open the diaphragm. I meant to do this with the muscles, and it's really good. It actually massages all these organs under here too, and in the back. So try a little bit of that. Fingers are going under the ribs, front and back, and you hold your breath. And then you can come over on the left, tapping in to the stomach, spleen, and pancreas. And you can talk to it or sing to it. It's the whoo sound, the guttural, almost like a wind and in your throat. Sending it a message about nourishment, about digesting our lives, our ideas, our food, our earth, so that the pure parts of our earth can form our muscles and our body, our thoughts. Letting go of worry, being just in the moment. With a sense of trust in the process. And then slide over the hands to the other side. Now we've got the liver and the gallbladder. Oops, this color, I forgot that the color over here with the earth element is a golden yellow. And when we come over here, it's a spring green. And the sound is the shh. clearing away frustrations, clearing away things like shyness or ways that you hold back perhaps when you think you should move forward, or impulsiveness when you move forward when really you should hold back. And fill it with a deep green color, a beautiful spring green color. Alive, the liver, I think liver is made of the word live. And then just transfer it down a little bit into the intestines now. Small intestine takes up most of the belly. Large intestine comes up on the right, across and down on the left. Giving a nice tap in, a welcoming, warming, appreciating feeling to the belly. Tapping into your gut feelings. The gut feelings, the sixth sense. Come down into the ovaries on the inside of the pelvis. Give a good tap there. Get into the groin a little bit. Come to the center and do the bladder and the uterus. And then let's just get the back side too. Let's get the back side kind of getting into the hips. And since we're doing that, let's just continue on down the gallbladder channel to the bottom of the knees and back up again. Because that's all going to open this up. And then we'll go up to the kidneys. Okay, so from here, continue up into the low back and kidney area. The sound here is we want to break up fear. We want to break up things we are disdainful of. Sometimes when we don't like things and we have preference and we're afraid, we get disdainful. So we're just kind of warming up the kidneys, maybe rub the kidneys, warm it up. Ice to water, right? Creating flow. And now shake. Shake through your internal organs, your skin, your muscles. Just feel from the outside inside. So we're going from density to subtlety, dense to subtle. Dense has texture. Subtle is more energetic, more sensation-full. Subtlest is awareness, presence. Now let's shake into the bone layer, a very dense layer. So just shaking and feeling into your bones. If you like, you can tap, do a little bone tapping. Stimulating the bones. It's a living tissue. Even though it seems solid, it's definitely not. Making blood cells on the inside. And we change things by focusing and sending energy with our hands around your eyes, cheekbones, nose, especially around the face, the jaw, and loosening things up, the teeth. Front of the ears, around the ears, along the skull, down the neck, vertebra, into your upper back and shoulders. Shake through, especially shaking into those vertebrae, loosening. Loosening up the rib cage, the shoulder blades, the collarbone, sternum. the vertebra between the shoulders, shoulder blades. Move a little bit. Maybe you move a little differently than usual. See if you can actually feel those bones moving, vertebra moving. Get your mid and lower back vertebra and into the hip bones, hips and pelvis, sacrum, coccyx, pelvic bones, pubic bone, thigh bones, knees, kneecaps, the bones behind the knees, the shins, the ankles, ankle bones, feet, and as you're finished shaking through all the dense layers, feeling them now more open, and as we take a final movement through the body, we're going to start with the top of our head, but now even notice that you're shaking, that within that density, there's spaciousness. And within that spaciousness, there's intelligence. And within that intelligence, there's presence. So just shaking from above the top of your head, connecting to the sky. Slowly working your way down through the head, the brain, the third eye, all the energy centers. So we've got these subtle energy centers all happening in the same space. It's just different dimensions of subtlety. So just shaking and appreciating yourself all the way down through. Head, neck, shoulders, torso, upper back, middle back, lower. Hips, legs, all the way through, just feeling the intelligence, feeling yourself as intelligence, as presence, as energy, as spaciousness that has a form, a beautiful form, an intelligent form. Your arms, through your fingers, through your toes. And then let yourself come to a stop, gradually coming to a comfortable resting place where the outside of the body is soft and still in a soft way. And you're aware of the movement on the inside, the flow of sensation, of little impulses. Feel yourself moving in concert with the movement around you that you can't even see, but you may be able to feel, almost like a piece of seaweed in the water, a tree in the breeze. Just allowing the body to unwind, the nervous system to let go in any way it needs to. Be sure and feel a little space under your armpits and in your groin. Loosen your joints. Just let that soft movement pulse a little bit. This can be one of the most important parts of practice because we let go into this sense of flow. Into a sense of flow, not only your own flow, but your flow, our flow together, the flow in the environment around us. The flow in the sense of consciousness. So no thinking, just a sense of movement, and then coming to a place of stillness and alignment. Come into a place of stillness and alignment. Feel the North Star and the Dipper above the top of your head. Feel the center of the earth below your feet. Feel your spine, soft and straight, like the connecting antenna that the energy moves through, coming up through the feet, coming down through the head, coming in through all the pores, as if you're taking a cosmic breath. Step out a little bit more into a comfortable horse stance position. Check your feet. Make sure that your feet are either parallel or your toes are in a little bit, and that your knees are out, not in, out, and that you're sitting. Sit down a little. Arms are long, fingers long, and yet there's this lengthening. So you've got the rooting, and then you've got this pull from the sun, the gravity of the sun and the celestial bodies pulling you up. You feel this lengthening and softening and opening through the spine. We'll start with our first movement, which is universe pose. So just letting the arms float up. Shoulders relaxed, sternum up, shoulder blades down. So keeping that length and keeping that sense of connectedness. Your arms are around a tree in the front. And your back is supported by a mountain. Your feet are rooted in the earth. And you feel pulled up by the gravity and openness of the sky, the expansiveness of the sky. Relax and breathe. You're moving into that felt sense. We move into the felt sense of being one with everything. I'm in the universe, and the universe is within me. The universe and I are one. The more and more you do this meditation, the more you let it be alive for you. The tree, the mountain, the earth, the sky, living, breathing intelligence, our own intelligence. Just the breath of life resting in it, feeling nourished. And then from here, from this resting place, we come into our birth, right? Our first movement, which is a cloud hands movement. So inhale, lotus palm, facing up. Exhale, reach out and stretch from the center of your being, the center of your chest. Send your mind out through your fingertips to the horizon. Inhale, reach up into the sky, rooted below, reaching a little bit into the stars above, stretch. Turn your hands, drop your wrists, and then float down like a great bird descending to earth. Come down a little bit on your knees. Let your whole body descend. It's a downward, celebrating a downward energy. And from here, we're going to come up. Let's bring our hands up like so. Inhale. Exhale. You can hold the ball under your left leg if you like. And then come up. The right hand's going to come up. The left hand is at the level of the solar plexus with your fingertips near your elbow. Turn as much as you can as you inhale and pivot on the back foot. Hands come down, turn towards the earth, and you come down on your knees, and with your breath, the exhale. And then we rise again to the left. Middle crease of the finger is at eye level, and then exhale and descend. Then inhale and come up. It's like the cycle of water, right? Coming up into the clouds and then falling back down to the earth. So just continuing on, feeling ourselves an intimate part of this cycle. Enjoy it. Let your breath move in concert with your movement. So it's all a dance. It's all a breath. It's all a movement. Let's do one more time to each side. And then back to center. As you're finished, adjust your horse stance to be comfortable, and then let the arms float up, universe pose. Resting again in universe pose, taking shelter in the universe, coming into that sense of nourishment and presence. See if you can just find a little feeling of joy somewhere in the smell of the tree, and what maybe the flowers and the strength of the mountain, just in the moment. In the freshness of your breath. Resting in joy. And now let's prepare for our second movement, which is called adjusting, gathering chi in the horse stance, adjusting the chi in the horse stance. Inhale, hold the breath, lotus palm. Exhale, reach out and stretch. Inhale, reach up. This is an internal transition. So reach up, and then as your hands come down, you bring the light and the energy down and through your body, center of the self. You can step out a little bit wider if you like. Bring the chi all the way down. Keep your breath, keep holding your breath as you gather the energy around and down. And then inhale, bring it up to the solar plexus, but keep your shoulder blades down. Elbows come out so you feel that opening in the chest, and then exhale, press down. Hold the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, you can use reverse breathing here, where you come up, you inhale, perineum comes up, belly goes in, spine is straight. Exhale, everything relaxes a little, but there's always just a little bit of containment at the bottom. We're focusing energy on the foundation below, but with the breath and with the movement, we bring the energy up to the energy centers of the spine, to the top of the head, and then down again to the base. Remembering to keep your shoulder blades down, your sternum comes up, Get to your solar plexus and then press down, consolidating the chi in the core. Gather chi from all around you, bring it symbolically through the kidneys, and then come up. And down. We're going to do it one last time now. Gathering the chi. Press and release the hands. Feet can come in just a little bit, adjusting the feet, letting the arms float back up into universe pose. Breathe, relax, enjoy, store, sit a little bit. Let the posture do the work and relax into it. Letting it come alive in your awareness and in your beingness. Next posture that we're going to do is grinding the millstone. So as you inhale next, turn the hands up, hold the breath. Exhale, reach out and stretch from the heart center. Inhale, reach up. This is an external transition. So after you stir the sky a little bit and touch the stars, let your hands drop and just float the energy down. You go to the right, I'll go to the left, so I'm mirroring you. Okay. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale and drop them onto the millstone. Swing it around to the right. All the way a complete circle. And then come down to your left foot. Grab a sack of grain. Okay, right foot is up. And then turn and press. Offer the grain up. Remember, you do a stretch, but it's from your Mingmen. And then you drop your wrists and you exhale. Bring the hands back down onto the millstone. Okay, inhale. Bring it around, complete circle. Come down to your foot and grab some grain. Take that grain, turn and press it up. Stretch, drop your wrists, exhale and release. Inhale. One smooth movement. Grab the grain. The stretch is from the back of your heel up to your hands. As you grab the grain, by one foot, by one leg, the other toe is up in the air. And at the end, you're on the toe of the back foot. A very earthy kind of movement. Grinding grain. Shoulders relaxed. Let's do one more rotation to each side. And then come back to center. Adjust your feet. Let your arms relax and center, and then float back up. Universe pose. Relaxing, breathing. Feel like you're breathing with the universe. The breath is breathing you. Take a moment to release any thoughts. Come into a sense of presence in this moment in time, space. Now we're going to do our next pose, which is lifting the moon from the bottom of the ocean. So inhale, palms come up, hold the breath. Exhale, reach out and stretch. Inhale, reach up, touch the stars. Stay rooted. Exhale, come down. This is also an external transition. You can step out a little bit if you like. Okay, so now we continue down. This is where we continue with the back straight, but you come all the way down and you lift the moon from the bottom of the ocean. And then you start to inhale, come up. At the waist level, you do the protecting kidneys. And then, but don't let go of the breath. The hands under the moon, press the moon up, offer it back, and then release the hands and exhale, okay? So exhaling all the way down, grab the moon. Inhale, bring it up. You can come up with a reverse breath if you like. Pressing and offering the moon back up to the sky. Drop the wrists. Descend. Inhale, bring up the moon. Kind of a loose movement here. And then underneath. Exhale. If you can't hold your breath that long, just adjust your breathing. But when you come up, you inhale. Eventually you'll be able to hold your breath longer and longer. The main thing, as always, is to have it be systematic and coordinated with the movement. Let's do it one last time. As you bring your hands down, you can bring your feet in if you like. A comfortable horse stance. And then float back up into universe pose, universe stance. Feeling a sense of a deep and subtle authentic self, that Tao. Does nothing, yet everything gets done. Does nothing, but yet is everything. So now we're going to do our closing movement, gathering the chi into the kidneys and then gathering the 10,000 things. So we start with an internal transition. Reach out and stretch. Inhale and come up. Drop the hands. Exhale and press. Inhale, gather some chi and bring it into your kidneys. Now the hands really are on the kidneys. Relax a little bit in your horse stance. Lean back into your hands, drop your shoulders, and breathe into your palms. Through the navel center, into the palms, into the kidneys, in and out. Energizing, appreciating. Feeling a deep intelligence of a center, the center of ourselves, the center of the universe within us. Sitting into it, breathing with it, warming the kidneys and our vital force. And then with little fingers together, just let this hand slide over the hips and out as you exhale. Starting our embrace, we're going to embrace the universe and bring in all the positive chi. Inhale, gathering and condensing. Positivity, light. Feet come in. As you exhale, bring the breath and the hands to the navel center. Drop your shoulders. And just breathe there. Joints are soft, back is long. Mind and heart relaxed, feeling a little of that sense of joy within, or a lot of that sense of joy within. The whole universe within the navel center. And then bring the hands up and out. I like to think of this as offering out. Reaching up. Prayer position. Coming down now. With the energy in a straight line. Taking a little pause above the top of the head. At the third eye. At the throat center. And in the heart center. Feeling the connection between the heart and the palms. And then rubbing and vitalizing the chi in the palm, creating the medicine, creating the pearl. Creating the elixir of longevity. Swallow it through the right palm. Gulp it down to the belly. Let the chi descend into the ocean. And then palm your eyes, rotating them if you like, clockwise and then counterclockwise 9 times, up to 9 times. Relaxing, harmonizing the brain, the third eye center, our physical eyes. Washing the face. So just spread the chi over your face, your sinuses. your mouth and lips, over the top of your head, through your hair, and down behind the ears and the neck. You can always stimulate your scalp with your fingertips, opening. Letting the chi flow into the skin, nourishing the body. With hands together, bringing the chi down the center line. And letting the hands rest on the lower dantian between the navel and pubic bone. So again, let's settle here, feeling that sense of settling, restoring, and feeling that glow, like the glow deep within us. That glow of life and vitality. That glow, deep intelligence and presence, and a new kind of vision where, you know, with this Qigong, we can just create this situation where all of a sudden we see things or perceive things in a different way, a new way, a way that's always there, but we just are new to it. Just like the newness of spring, spring's coming, we plant a little seed that we can see things anew, see things with new eyes, feel ourselves in a different way. And now let's come to that sense of gratitude for the teachers of this path and all of our spiritual teachers and paths, really all of the sages and people who've come before us and help us be where we are right now. So let's bow. There. And then bow to each other. Let's just get a sense of each other, our presence and our thankfulness and that bright light within each of us. I bow to you. You can send that chi around a little bit, out, let it spiral out all around us. So I'm going to stop the recording.